Today I'm going to show you how to use a bunny or a frog when you're quilting, because it saves you time and money and it keeps things neat. I have one already under the foot. I try to leave that there, and it's good practice in a sewing machine to keep your foot down. So when you're done sewing a row, your bunny or your frog, or whatever you like to call it, I believe that's what it's called because it kind of jumps from fabric to fabric. So it'll be here, I have one here, and then I'm going to put this one at the end. I have my seam lined up, and I'm just going to leave a little space, and there you have it. Continue on sewing, and you leave this on here. So I've started my seam, and as you can see, I've come to the end of the row. There's a few stitches in between, and I'm going to snip that and leave the bunny under my feeder foot. And that's how much thread is at the end. Not even 1/4 of an inch, and only a little bit there. This saves a lot of time. And pieces of thread like to collect under here, especially when there's long tails left on sewing projects, or when you snip them, they end up down there. And it's very easy to create a new bunny. I just look in my tissue box here that I store my little ends in to keep everything neat. And if there's one in there like this one, big enough, I'll fold it in half and make it into a new bunny. So these little bunnies or frogs are incredible time savers. They also keep everything so neat, and once you get used to using them, they're actually really fun to do, and you don't have to snip them off right away at the end of a row. You can just leave it where it is and carry on to your next series of your chain piecing or whatever it is you're doing. Keeps it all together quite nicely. And because you do end so close with your stitching, like in between, and there's only a little bit of thread there, I can only imagine in one quilt how much thread you have saved. Also, I would rather be quilting than having to pick thread out from underneath my machine. So I hope you enjoy my tips today for using bunnies or frogs.